Real quick, before I answer the question, though, I have to throw a flag on myself from about 8 minutes ago. I was fake news a moment ago. I get duped by the internet. The Iguodala folks quotes a fake quote. He did not say Duncan Robinson's the best shooter he's ever played with. The internet tricked me. I apologize to Steph and Clay. You called it. It was a fake quote. My bad. My apologies. I read as a real quote. I saw people were talking about it. Damon Roos, my friend at San Francisco Radio, I think did a whole segment on it. But it's fake quote. My bad. Fake news. Nick Wright. My apologies. Now to you, Jenna Wolfe. I needed to correct the record there. Listen, if the voting were done today, Giannis should be unanimous, I feel. If the voting were done today, there is not, to me, a aesthetic, a storyline, a statistical argument for LeBron. But he's close-ish. We got 25% of the season left. If that's a basketball game, it's very simple. You got a quarter left. Giannis is up by 13 points heading into the fourth quarter. Almost assuredly going to win, but it ain't over. And if LeBron is great tomorrow night and Giannis struggles, and LeBron follows it up being great against Ryan's beloved Los Angeles Clippers, and they go 2-0 in that stretch, and LeBron averages something like, 32, 8, and 12 in those two games, that's a little, to continue my analogy, a little 9-0 run to start the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden the 13-point lead's a 4-point lead, and you got to call timeout and talk it over. So it's not over. There's too much of the season left for it to be over. But Giannis, to me, Ryan, right now is the overwhelming favorite. And if LeBron has any chance of catching him, he has to be great, and the Lakers have to win Friday. If that doesn't happen, then it's a 7-0 run to start the fourth quarter by the Bucks. You're down 20, put in the subs, game over.
Yeah, no, I agree. The one thing in LeBron's favor right now is the national spotlight. So keep in mind, simultaneously, LeBron plays against the Pelicans, national spotlight. He shows out. He's shooting the ball from half court that we talked about the other day. He just took over the basketball game, and everybody's talking about this fountain of youth that LeBron James had found. And Giannis goes against Milwaukee. We see something.
Goes against Miami?
Yeah, against Miami, obviously not against his own team. Appreciate that, Nick. And Bam Adebayo was the only guy we've seen since Kawhi Leonard that guards him straight up, head to head. So is there a spot for him to leapfrog him in the standings? Absolutely. But keep in mind, Giannis is doing something that we've seen historically happen before. Steve Nash somehow comes back and improves his second year on top of already being an MVP and gets the award again.
Oh, so you have to give it to him?
No, not necessarily.
Like I was MVP Curry last year, and now I'm better.
But the thing is, when an MVP and you get better.
And you get better.
So let's start. I'm not a big numbers guy. We like the ones that counts. But Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging more points, more rebounds, more assists, more three-pointers made in less minutes this season.
Fewer minutes, and his team's on pace for more wins.
That's how it's hard not to give it to that second MVP another time.
When you were playing, did you ever play with anybody gunning for an individual award?
Man, actually played with Jamal Crawford. As a matter of fact, I hope the Los Angeles Lakers do the right thing and sign Jamal Crawford or one of these playoff-bound teams. But Jamal was up for Sixth Man of the Year, and I believe he got it back-to-back in his time with the Clippers when he was there. And there are points in the season, like I remember a game in San Antonio. We're playing San Antonio, and Jamal wasn't having a great half. And I don't know if it was specifically for the award, but it was like, hey, Jamal, it's time for you to show up. It's time for you to let everybody know you're the baddest man on the planet. Manu Ginobili was on the other side, and it was like, okay.
But do you start feeding him the ball and hey, let's have him cook?
We knew we had to get the basketball to Jamal Crawford, and he would show out. We knew that he was not just important to our team, but you start to feel that the guy has the award in hand. So you really get behind a player with that type of movement. If you got a guy on the cusp of a triple-double, we're very analytical based, you want to hit that shot to get the assist,
cool.
or you hold off for a rebound. No, that
so maybe the Lakers can help LeBron get the MVP.
Well, if that is, and I do think because the Lakers have shown a commitment, Jenna, to trying to enhance their guys' cases for these awards in regards to Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year.
You're right.
They started that campaign 4 games in. They're like, I don't see how anyone can win Defensive Player of the Year. It wasn't even Halloween. They're like, nope. And they've started. And by the way, he's probably going to win it. Giannis maybe has an argument he should win both, but Anthony Davis is right there with him. Your point, though, about MVPs coming in bunches is critically important for Giannis's case. Just go back to 1980, and I'm going to do this off the top of my head. but Moses won back-to-back in the early 80s. Then Larry won 3 in a row. His only 3 in a row.
Golly.
Then a couple years later, Magic won back-to-back, and then Michael immediately won back-to-back. Michael didn't win back-to-back again, but he won a few more. After that, Duncan has 2 MVPs back-to-back. Nash has 2 MVPs back-to-back. LeBron has 4 MVPs back-to-back. Derrick Rozier back-to-back again. Followed shortly thereafter by Steph back-to-back. Usually if a guy wins the award, to your point, he's at that level, and then if he gets even better, well, then how do you not give it to him? So, like, that is what LeBron is fighting against. And it's, again, Giannis deserves the award right now. I just think it would have been dumb to call the Super Bowl over after 3 quarters. It'd be dumb to call a basketball game over going into the 4th. And it's not, he is not up by the, analogous 35 points. He's up by double digits. He's up by a lot. It's not a close game, but it's not an insurmountable edge. But this is a critical night for this award Friday night.
Intriguing real quick, LeBron's not going for MVP in my mind this year. It's just organically happening. We've seen him in the past gun for MVP and even vocally put it out and send his little messages. He's not gunning for it this year.
I don't know if he's gunning for it, Jenna, but you pointed this out. I think he is, when he was asked about it the other night, he didn't demur the way he has at times.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, it'd be a great accomplishment for our team. He's acknowledged how great it would, he acknowledged, I think, how important it would be. He made it like a team thing.
I felt like
For
he
him,
would have rather Anthony Davis had been MVP this year, and it just kind of is rolling that way.
He'd tie Russell and Jordan for second most ever, behind only Kareem, 5 MVPs.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.